Hey loves, welcome to Body Love TV. I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit tired of feeling pressured to always be on a diet. Like, I can't just choose the foods I want to eat naturally or listen to the hunger cues my body's giving me or eat the things I feel like eating, whether that's emotional or physical or whatever. We all have to be on some crazy diet plan or program, buy into a monthly membership, get meal delivery, sign up for an online community and share recipes. And it becomes this entire area of our lives that we have to fund with money and energy and our brain power. Like, we can't even make a simple choice about food without having like pages of peer-reviewed research on how different foods affect our bodies thrown in front of us. So I think it's a little bit of a crazy world that we're living in today. And sometimes it takes acknowledging that and stepping back to realize just how present the diet culture and the myth about diets is in our lives. For me personally, I always grew up believing like there's this clean linear path that you're supposed to be on. You're supposed to go on a diet, lose weight, and then have a perfect body and be happy. And that's the formula. But the truth of it is, most people aren't actually successful at dieting. And I just found this statistic during Nita's Awareness Week, which happened a couple weeks back. But it turns out that 95% of people who lose weight on diets will regain that weight within 5 years. And when I saw that statistic, I was shocked because who are all these people in the before and after photos I'm seeing all the time if diets aren't actually working for people? And then I got to speak with Michelle, Queen Bee Fashionista 4 on Instagram. She reached out to me and was brave enough to share some of her story with me. She talked about being on a crazy diet, and we've all been there, girl, so no judgment, but going on a laxative and liquid diet that consisted mostly of protein drinks. For 3 months, she lost 100 pounds. And she says the most remarkable thing about that, aside from like how crazy that was for her to go through and the effect of that on her body, when she got down to that weight, she wasn't even happy. And then she did put the weight back on, like many of us do. Hey girl, thanks for saying hi, Lily. Thank you for agreeing. Yes, Michelle's story I think is so universal because so many of us have been there. But she lost all that weight and wasn't happy. So I really applaud her choice now to not subscribe to a crazy diet plan to control her eating with, but just to let her body tell her what she needs. She gets advice from a physician, and she focuses on her health and doing things that feel good to her body, not things that are going to destroy her body just purely in order to lose weight. And I think that's a great example. So diets don't work. When diets do work, you're often not even happy with the results. Another thing I discovered, there's a whole line now of plastic surgery solutions that are specifically being marketed to people that have lost significant weight with gastric bypass. So a person uses an incredibly invasive procedure to support their health goals in order to lose weight. They lose a significant amount of weight, and it has a crazy effect on your body. They're left with excess skin and other things. And I don't want to speak for anyone, but I have spoken to women who have undergone this procedure that have shared with me that was their experience. And now they feel compelled to go spend money on plastic surgery because we're all still chasing the same thing. It's this ideal, this standard of perfection that's thrown at us again and again through images in the media and like these before and after photos. But the reality is most people don't get to the after photo. If you do get to the after photo, it's not all it's cracked up to be. So what's the point here? Hey, Jessica, thank you for chiming in. And it is a big business. We spend $60 billion a year. I shared last week, $60 billion is enough to fund Planned Parenthood's operating budget for 1 year, 60 times over. And I did some more research. You know what else we could do with $60 billion? We could give 60 million pets a forever home. We could build 7.5 million wells to give people in the developing world access to clean water. I mean, the list goes on. You can do your own research. Let me know what you would do with that $60 billion if you could reinvest it in something else. And it's sneaky because most of the stuff that we buy into, like I mentioned earlier, you know, these memberships and apps and subscriptions, they're all like less than $50 a month for the most part. So it's easy to delude yourself into thinking that this doesn't apply to you. But I bet if any of us went through our checking account or our bank statement, we would see that sure enough, we are buying in. And even if you personally aren't paying a whole lot, clearly it's adding up because it's $60 billion. So I think my shift has been to start thinking about my spending on diet products as an investment. It's not just a personal choice for my body. It's what do I as a member of society want to contribute? And is there something that I could do with this money other than chase this standard of perfection that like probably doesn't exist for me? If it does, I'm still not going to be happy when I get there. So then what's the darn point? Save your money, okay? Or invest it in something else. Go to your doctor, get a thorough examination, blood work, the whole nine, and say, Doc, am I healthy? How is my blood pressure? How is my cholesterol? Talk with your doctor about your lifestyle choices. Get some input from somebody who really is interested in not just like the image that you're portraying to the world of health, but your actual health. And then take amazing care of your body. I am definitely not saying don't work out, don't try to give yourself some nourishing, vibrant foods that make you feel incredible and energized and able to do all the things you want to do. No. Take care of yourself. Make your health a priority. But don't delude yourself into thinking that buying into a diet plan and getting healthy are the same thing, because they're definitely not. So thank you to all the ladies who have weighed in and shared their experience here. Thank you to Michelle. If you have a question or a comment, or you have an experience you want to share, reach out to me. Drop me a comment here on the page. Email me at melparrish@melparrish.com. Holler at me on Instagram at melparrishplus. I'm here on Facebook Live every single Friday at noon. And I hope I see you next time. So thanks for stopping by. Go out there and love your body harder than ever before.